Hello, dear viewers and listeners of Green Ground. It's your host, Alvin here, bringing you another deep dive into the world of entertainment. Today, we're unraveling a piece of cinema that stirred the pot, causing waves in our cultural dialogue. Yes, I'm talking about the movie's Barbie, a film that, on the surface, promised a world of fantasy, empowerment, and vibrant storytelling, but beneath this sparkling facade, there seems to be a different story altogether. So buckle up, because we're about to embark on a cinematic journey that's as controversial as it is colorful. And remember, if you enjoy content like this, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon for more. Also, let's make this a conversation. Comment below with your thoughts. Now let's set the stage. Picture this, a world where the iconic Barbie, a symbol of childhood and imagination for so many, takes center stage in her own movie. The expectation? A lighthearted, perhaps even whimsical narrative filled with laughter, life lessons, and a touch of magical realism. However, our collective trip to the theaters, or perhaps our cozy movie night at home, didn't deliver the nostalgic journey we anticipated. Instead, it served up a narrative cocktail that's part empowerment, part societal critique, and, according to some, a heavy pour of divisiveness. In Barbie, we're introduced to a utopian society known as ASB Barbieland, a place that seems to echo the sentiments of a feminist ideal. Here, our female protagonists are not just front and center. They're the movers, shakers, and decision-makers. On the flip side, our male characters, the Kens IP will seem to exist on the fringes. Their roles diminished, their input into this doll-centric society minimal at best. It's a dynamic that flips traditional gender narratives on their head, but does it do so with the grace and nuance that such a complex topic deserves? Well, that's the million-dollar question. As our story unfolds, Barbie herself, the quintessential figure of perfection, begins to experience what can only be described as an identity crisis. Changes, both emotional and physical, propel her on a quest into the real world, a place starkly different from her utopian homeland. It's here that the movie takes a turn, painting reality in shades of gray that dip often into the shadows. The real world is no walk in the park. It's a place where the patriarchy reigns and interactions are steeped in conflict and disrespect. But here's where things get really interesting, folks. Barbie's Journey isn't just a solo expedition. It's a duo adventure, with Ken tagging along for the ride, and Ken's experience in the real world. Well, it's a stark contrast to Barbie's. For perhaps the first time, Ken finds a society where he's respected, where he has a voice. It's a fascinating dichotomy and one that begs the question, what message is this movie trying to send? Now, I won't spoil all the details. You know I'm a no-spoiler kind of guy, but let's just say that the return to Barbieland brings about changes that are as dramatic as they are thought-provoking. Power dynamics shift, conflicts arise, and characters are forced to confront not just each other, but their perceptions of society and their places within it. Barbies is a film that, intentionally or not, forces its audience to reflect on societal norms, gender roles, and the concept of power itself. It's a movie that could have taken the easy route, delivering simple, digestible messages wrapped in a bow of comedy and fantasy. Instead, it chose the road less traveled, the path filled with thorns and stumbling blocks. It's a bold move, but did it pay off? That's where the conversation really begins, dear audience, because art in its purest form is meant to provoke thought, to stir debate. Barbie has certainly done that, but at what cost? In its quest to challenge norms, did it alienate more than it enlightened? In its effort to empower, did it instead divide? These are questions without easy answers, and that's where you come in, dear viewers and listeners. What do you think? Was Barbie a cinematic triumph or a misstep, a bold statement or a lost opportunity? Let's get the discussion rolling in the comments below. And don't forget, if you're enjoying our content, show some love with a like and subscribe for more deep dives and reviews. Remember, more details are in the description. As we wrap up today's segment, I leave you with this thought. Cinema, like all art, is a reflection of society, a mirror that can show us at our best and our worst. Barbie has held up that mirror. What we see in its reflection will vary, but the importance lies in the fact that we're looking, we're questioning, and we're talking. Until next time, this is Alvin signing off and reminding you to keep questioning, keep watching, and most importantly, keep engaging. There's a whole world of entertainment out there, just waiting to be explored. So, let's discover it together. Take care and see you in the next one.